Welcome to everyone. I am Madhumati, MCA Uncle, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Shakti College of Arts and Science for Women. Today we see about category of user-defined function in C programming. Before that, we reference some definition. First, what is meant by function? Function is a set of statements that can perform particular task. The next one is user-defined function. It is created by main purpose for user. The category of user-defined functions have four categories. First one is function with no argument and no return values. Second one, function with arguments and no return values. Third one, function with no arguments and with return values. Last one, function with the arguments and with return values. Let me see about one by one. So first one is function with no arguments and no return values. That means we cannot pass any value from main function to subfunction. That is no input. So next, no return value means we cannot receive any value from subfunction to main function. That is no output. We cannot pass any value and cannot receive any type of values. This is known as function with no arguments and no return values. For example, in this program, we use add function. That is function declaration is void add. Why we can mention void in this declaration? That we cannot receive any return value from subfunction. For that reason, we can use void. So similar to, we cannot pass any value from main to subfunction. For that reason, the parentheses are empty. So next function call is add. Here function definition. In this definition can have set of statement as declaration, local declaration, and set of executable statement. Next one, function with arguments and no return values. So in this type, we can pass arguments from main function to subfunction. But no return value means we cannot receive any value from subfunction to main function. So here that we can pass value from main to subfunction. For that reason, we can mention arguments type. For example, in function declaration, void add within bracket, we mention int data type. So we cannot receive any value from subfunction to main function. For that reason, we can mention void. So within brackets, we can pass integer values from main to subfunction. For that reason, we can mention int data type. So here we can get variables, values and pass values from main to subfunction. In subfunction, we can execute and print the values. So next one is function with no arguments and with return values. In this category, we cannot pass any value from main to subfunction, but we can receive return value from subfunction to main function. For example, we can use same add function, but here return type is int because we can receive return value from subfunction to main function. For that reason, we can use int, but cannot pass any argument from main to subfunction, so the brackets are empty. So last one is function with argument and with return values. Here that we can pass argument from main to subfunction and receive return value from subfunction to main function. So So example, so here the declarations contain int type, return type is int because we can receive return value from subfunction to main function. For that reason we can use int. So arguments are passed from main to subfunction. For that reason we can mention data type int in within bracket. Thank you.